Hello everyone! The other day while doing my mixed seeds in a greenhouse video, I noticed something that really caught my attention and required further investigation. That's right, Crocus sells mixed seeds on Thursdays for 30 gold. And the reason this is so important is because, just think about that, it costs 30 gold for one mixed seed. 30 gold. Do you know how few seeds in the game sell for only 30 gold? There aren't very many, and it turns out these ones are quite a deal. Now the first thing you might think is, well, you can only buy 10 at a time. Well, you can until you click on Crocus again, and then you can buy 10 more. And then you click on him again, and then you buy 10 more. This is still an ongoing bug with him, so take advantage while you can. So here we have 120 mixed seeds. There's a little bit of everything here. Plant them and see what grows. That's exactly what we're going to do. 120 exactly fills up a greenhouse. Now, these 120 seeds did cost an even 3,600 gold, which isn't very much at all. So we're going to grind through the complicated process of planting these. Sebastian is here too. But like always, we've got a few things to take care of before we can plant anything. Got to remove the ancient seeds and bring in the new stuff. 2 bombs should do it. Alright, pro tip. The easiest way to plant a greenhouse is to install the tractor mod and just use that. Hop on, select the seeds, 120 seeds down. Now you can see we do have a variety, and the results of what we get are kind of going to factor into the results of this video. But keep in mind, this was still only 3,600 gold, and that was buying the seeds. You can find these pretty easily all over the place. But today's video is more so about the value of buying them, because I think this could be a lot of easy profit for a lot of people. So let's find out what exactly we got. And we are in spring. We're going to do this season by season just to see the difference. So as you can see, we're getting a lot of parsnips, a little bit of cauliflower, and some potatoes. It's actually kind of hard to see because they all look somewhat similar. Obviously the cauliflower doesn't, but the other two are a little bit hard to distinguish. And this one was also unfertilized, keep that in mind, so the profit will not be as much as it even could be. So we'll take all those, and we have 68 parsnips, 28 cauliflower, 31 potatoes. So we're going to be careful to keep track of the quantity of those and the value, because both of those are going to be pretty important to us. Everything in the bin overnight will see the value, and we'll run some numbers on this, because I suspect this is quite a moneymaker. So I've managed to turn 3,600 gold into 12,450. That is a profit of 8,850 gold, which is definitely a very solid profit size over such a small quantity. That was only 120 spaces in the greenhouse. You've got 3,400 in your field you could use. And we did end up with a total of 127 mature crops. That's because the potatoes actually have a chance to give you extra potatoes upon harvest, mostly dependent on your daily luck, so we did get some extras there. So again, we made 12,450 gold after spending 3,600 on seeds. If we had bought those seeds directly from Pierre instead of using the mixed seeds, they would have cost us 5,150 gold. So we spent over 1,500 less gold to get these seeds than we would have if we bought them from Pierre. So that would seem to confirm my suspicion that if you buy the mixed seeds from Crocus, you'll get a way better discount than if you were to individually buy those seeds from Pierre. And that was also just the spring mixed seeds. According to my numbers, the summer and fall ones are even better again, so we're going to try those. One thing we are going to change up moving forward is max daily luck. I'm not sure if the luck affects which mixed seeds get laid down when you plant them, because I noticed the parsnips, there were quite a bit more of them and they are the cheapest of the seeds, probably to help kind of balance it out when using mixed seeds, because if you went heavy on the cauliflower, you'd just make so much money that would kind of be a joke. Oh, well that's new today. Sebastian, we've got a slime or something on the floor. Now that winter's over, we've got lots of productive weather to look forward to. Yeah, I'm working in a greenhouse this year. Deal with a child. Now the best part about this is, it's summer now, so we get even more valuable crops, but we still get the same basic seeds that only cost 30 gold each. Depending on exactly how many of what you get, we should actually be paying about half price for seeds at this point. And just to confirm, Crocus's seeds still 30 gold each. So that's another even 3,600 gold spent on seeds, and we're going to get some pretty massive profit off of that. Well, massive considering we're just doing this in a greenhouse and not on a larger scale out here in the field. One more time, the complicated planting process, and I'm kind of curious to see what kind of seeds we get the majority of. Hopefully those orange ones are the valuable ones, because I think I'm seeing a lot of those. And for summer, we do have the potential of getting 4 different types of crops rather than the 3 for spring. But this is also where things are going to get interesting, because we're going to start to get corn. Corn is normally very expensive to buy, but it takes a while to get the profit because you've got to plant it at the beginning of summer and grow it through summer and fall to really get the value back out of it. But let's see what we get from a single harvest. There it is, 34 wheat, 19 corn, 34 hot peppers, and I believe 34 radishes because I picked one early. And 2 of the summer crops are ones that consistently grow. Radishes only grow through summer, whereas corn, as said before, grows through fall as well. Same thing again, everything in the bin. I don't think the initial value is going to be as high as spring was, like I said, because you need to get multiple harvests of things like corn to really get your value back, but it's still actually pretty high. It's already a considerable profit. Already, after a single harvest, our profit is 4,494 gold. And that number would simply continue to climb the more times you harvested that corn and the radishes. By radishes, I meant hot peppers. Hot peppers are the ones that we grow because I know what I'm talking about. One thing worth noting right away is we got 19 corn seeds out of this deal. If you were to buy those from Pierre, that's going to cost you 2,850 gold by themselves. That's almost as much as we spent on the entire everything you see. Now, if you were to individually buy all these peppers, corn, radish, and wheat seeds from Pierre, you're looking at 5,910 gold, and we only paid 3,600 because we used mixed seeds. I don't know what my child is doing this morning, but I want to get rid of it. Because the crops continue to grow, we're not quite done with summer yet. If you were to do these on the first day of summer, which normally you would if you're trying to be an efficient human being, you're going to get 4 harvests of corn throughout summer and a total of 7 harvests of the peppers. That's going to add up to a lot of profit, and we're going to see exactly what that looks like. Okay, so we had a total of 19 corn grown in the greenhouse. We could get a total of 4 harvests for summer, one of which we already had, so we're going to go 19 corn times the extra 3 harvests. And then the peppers, we had a total of 34 of those in the greenhouse, and we need an extra 6 harvests out of those, so 34 times 6. And there we have it, 57, 204. These represent what the rest of the season would be. So we're going to go ahead and throw those down wherever they want to go. It's going to look something like that, kind of gives it a racing stripe. All right. And the finished product looks something like this. The color scheme is actually pretty nice, completely by accident, but I like the way it looks. Let's pick all those, throw them in the bin, and then we're going to see the actual profit of those mixed seeds we bought from Crocus. These numbers probably would vary slightly. I suspect you would get slightly varying amounts of different crops, might depend on luck. So the total for all the extra seeds is 14,602 gold. Keep in mind that is definitely all pure profit because we already profited off of our initial harvest. So our total profit for summer from our initial 3,600 gold is 22,696. So just like that, we've made about 6.3 times our initial investment. That is huge. Right, so before we get into fall, you want to be sure to make the appropriate sacrifices to make sure everything goes according to plan. Goodbye, Gremini. Terrible name, by the way, even for a stupid child. And today, I think you get the drill. It is a sunny Thursday in fall. Well, at least the corn's still going strong. It'll run all the way through fall, so we could make even more money, but I'm not going to calculate that into anything right now because I just don't want to bother. Will 1 bomb be enough? It absolutely will. Hopefully for fall, we go a little heavy on the pumpkins because I'm pretty sure they're going to be the most valuable thing we can get. But there's only one way to find out for sure. We're definitely getting a few pumpkins, so I'm very happy about that. We do once again get corn, but whatever. Corn is corn. It's just going to be here no matter what we do. After all that hard work, I think it's time we harvest. On the tractor, there we go. And again, the corn is going to continue to produce, as well as the eggplant will also continue to produce all season long, so that's extra money. One little more profit than what I'm getting, use fertilizer. Also, eat the farmer's lunch, you'll make extra money. So fall's investment of only 3,600 gold is turning into, wait for it, 20,791 on the first harvest. That is way higher than I thought it was going to be. That is a lot of profit. Already, that is a profit of 17,191 gold off of only 120 spaces. So to buy these seeds individually from Pierre, you would be spending 8,800 gold. We paid 3,600. That is well below half price for this crop. And I can't believe this was something I never considered before because look how cheap we're getting these seeds and look how much money we're making. But obviously, we're not quite done with fall yet because we've got a few crops that continue to grow, so even more profit for us. So the corn would get an additional 3 harvests if we planted it at the beginning of the fall, which we're going to pretend we did, and the eggplant would get an additional 4 harvests. So if my math is correct, we would have 132 extra eggplants by the end of the month and 99 extra corns. So you know the drill at this point, we're going to plant them however they end up, and just like that, we're ready to go. And just to put that into perspective, this is what it looks like. Very nice. Anyways, harvest time, quick and dirty, love the tractor. And this is all that easy profit we would have had from our initial 3,600 gold investment. So on top of the 17,000 gold we've already made, quite easily we get another 17,000 gold. So for fall, with only $3,600 invested, we made 37,676 gold off of it. That is a profit of 34,000 gold. And we actually made about 10 times our initial investment, just in the greenhouse, 10 times our investment, simply because we bought mixed seeds at less than half the price Pierre would sell them for. Nowhere else in the game will you find seeds this cheap, short of finding them in the wild or making them in a seed maker. But that was all on a very small scale. So what happens if we say cover the entire field in these seeds? How much money do we make? And there's really only one way to figure that out, and that's just to do it. I have 3,500 mixed seeds in my possession. It's going to be 3,400 and change. So I'm going to see exactly how many there are, calculate how much that would be to buy from Crocus, and then see how much money we make off those seeds. Alright, everything is hoed. Let's get planting. 3,500 minus whatever we're about to plant. Again, no fertilizer is going to be used. Fertilizer would add more profit, but it's just not something I'm really bothering with at this point. Of our original 3,500 seeds, we have 74 left over. That means we planted 3,426 of them. That means if you were to buy all these from Crocus one sunny Thursday, you would pay 102,780 gold for them. That is a lot to spend, but think of all the money we're about to make. Just keep in mind you're going to be sitting there at Crocus for a few minutes just to take the time to buy all these. In case you've ever wondered what an entire field full of mixed seeds looks like, well, it's something like this, at least in fall. Seeing a lot of pumpkins out there, and that makes me very happy because pumpkins are worth a lot of gold. Well, I think it's about time we see what our 103,000 gold investment is going to be worth. Again, this is going to be simply on our initial harvest. Both the corn and eggplant would continue to grow until the end of the season, making you even more money. And look how much of it there is left over. Looks like I got it all. Let's throw it in the bin, and hopefully we made a ton of money. So our initial harvest of the mixed seeds would yield us a modest 663,694 gold. And that's no surprise, because again, we paid less than half price for these seeds, so we're just making so much profit, it's absurd. Add some fertilizer to that, and it's even more money again. Now, since we're also hitting the same ratios we hit on a smaller scale, if I were to do this and harvest the corn and eggplant until the end of the month, we would make a total of 1,068,912 gold. So again, that would cost us 103,000 to start with, but if we're planting mixed seeds, that's not exactly super hard to do. You'll make so much money off these that it's kind of ridiculous. Again, add fertilizer at a farmer's lunch, you'll make even more money, but even at 10 times profit, you're not doing too bad for the fall months. Well, I'm going to go try and edit this mess into something useful. Hope you liked it. Thanks for watching.